Alright, what's up, dude? Zergling here, top 500 support main. I'll be looking through your VOD. I saw it on the Overwatch University subreddit, and you were looking for tips. And I'm a pretty good Ana player myself, I think.
Never stop fighting for what you believe
Okay,
in.
so when you're playing Ana, let me turn the sound down a little bit. Okay, when you're playing Ana, first thing you want to look at, especially in a comp game where everyone picks random heroes, is team comp. Because I know Ana's played a lot in pro matches, like 80% of the time, but it's because they build comps around Ana with like Reaper or Genji and Reinhardt. So when you're playing in a comp game, competitive game, you want to make sure you have heroes that you can boost. And sometimes there'll be comps, like especially on King of the Hill, that you won't, like Ana won't be the best. For example, if you're running like on King of the Hill, like a Winston, Tracer, Genji, you might want to run Zenyatta because those are hard heroes for Ana to heal because they have small hitboxes, Genji and Tracer, and they're like teleporting and dashing around everywhere.
Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
It's hard to keep heals on Winston because he's usually dashing. He's usually diving the back line. Okay, so what is your comp?
Never stop fighting for what you believe in. Fighting for what you believe in.
Okay, well, I don't know what that guy's playing, but you have a Reinhardt. That's good. Goes well with Ana. Bastion? Yeah, he's kind of a troll pick, but his tank form is actually really good with boost. Maybe a solid pick for 2 CP maps because most 2 CP maps have like a big choke on the first point, and May's good at blocking that off, and she's good for stalling the last point for a long time. Widow, not too good with Ana, but I mean, it's still okay. Can't really stop anyone from playing what heroes they want.
Get behind. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
What do you
Defend objective A.
Oh, you're gonna throw a nade. Okay. It was a good try, honestly. You don't really, I guess it's not that big of a deal because you don't really need your nade for anything. Okay. I'm gonna go back 5 seconds. Alright. One of the things about healers, I mean, you have to like, if you don't have the X-ray vision, you have to look at the health bars. Like you only get the X-ray vision when they're like behind a wall or something. You don't have line of sight. So like right here, if you look really closely, your Bastion is like missing 50 HP, and that's 50 HP you could have healed, and it might make the difference between like whether you lives from the next burst damage or not. Like, so, especially for a target like, especially for someone like Bastion who's gonna absorb like all the damage from the team, because like everyone's gonna be like kill the Bastion, kill the Bastion. It's really important that you keep him topped off. Okay, why's my? Alright, sleep on the Reaper.
Get in there. I'll keep you touched.
Okay. A few things I want to talk about. Let's go back a little bit more. Okay. Positioning. All right, let's talk about positioning. As Ana, you need line of sight to heal people because your gun doesn't go through walls. So right now, by walking to the right side of the truck, I think this is a big mistake because you're breaking line of sight with 1, 2, 3, 4 teammates who are on the other side of the truck, and you're out of the protection of Reinhardt's shield. So if they like go roadhog or something, and you got hooked, you'd be dead. Okay. So now you have two people who took damage on your team. Alright, just ignore the Reaper for a second. This is called like, I'll call healing priority, alright? So you have two people who are hurt. Your Bastion and your Zenyatta. And so now as a healer, you have to make the decision of who do I heal first? And there's a few criteria to take into effect. Do they have self-healing on their own? In this case, Bastion does. He has his E thing where he self-repairs, which he's gonna go. I think he went behind the truck to go do. And Zenyatta has shields, but it takes like I think 5 seconds, maybe 4 seconds of not taking damage to start regenerating. And the other criteria is, like, are they in a what's their positioning? Are they in a position where they can take like more damage and potentially die, which is not good. And the last criteria is so like what's their importance to the team? Like how important they are. And everyone's important, but like some are more important than others. Like maybe they have ult, and you want that ult to be there, so you want to keep them alive. Or maybe like they're essential for like a combo, like maybe Hanzo, Zarya, Graviton, and Dragons, or like boost, Ana boost, and Reaper. So all right, so back to this game. You have a Zenyatta here, who's damaged. You're looking right at him, and your Bastion just went like he went over here behind like your gun, and they're both damaged. So you have to pick one to heal because you only have single target healing is enough. This case, you should heal the Zenyatta. Why? Because the Bastion just went like behind the truck, like out of line of sight of the enemies, so he's not gonna be taking a lot of damage, and he has self heal, which is E, which is instant. Zenyatta is he still has line of sight of the gate, so and he has Discord on him, so he's gonna be taking extra damage, and he's your other healer, so it's really important to keep him alive. Alright, yep, good choice. You're healing him. Okay. I don't know how that Reaper got, honestly. Alright, so it's a good sleep. You got him off you. Okay. I don't know if you noticed this, but like right here, you just saw this Pharaoh jet up. That's like a really big deal. Okay? Because you are at 50 HP, and like one rocket that's like remotely close to you will kill you. So this is a situation where you should nade, because you have like you want to heal this Bastion, but you also want to stop this Pharaoh from killing you. So by nading right here, like right in the back of Bastion, you'll heal yourself and Bastion, and it'll be much faster than shooting him like 3 times that you're gonna do here. And then you could have healed or naded, then one shot. He would have been to like almost full health. You would be at 150 HP, so you wouldn't die to a direct hit from Pharaoh. And you can then scope in and look up and pressure the Pharaoh on this guy. So yeah, it's all about trying to be most efficient with your healing, but you don't want to like waste your nade if you don't need it. Okay. So you had a Reaper. Your Mei was fighting a Reaper, and your Bastion was taking damage. Your Mei shouldn't lose to a Reaper, because if she's in trouble, she'll just ice block. But your Bastion is sort of like standing. It's sort of like set up in an odd position. Like he's nowhere near right hand shield, so yeah, it's a good idea to keep your crosshair in hand. Okay. I like. There's sort of like something called like urgency of the situation. I guess that's my term for it. Your Bastions are right here. It's at quarter health, but you hear like there's a tracer behind you screwing up your backline. Like you can hear her pulse pistols go off. So what I would do here is I would throw the nade at Reinhardt. He already has harmony on him, so Zenyatta is healing him. And by putting the nade on him, it will increase the harmony healing from 50 healing per second to 100 healing per second, which is a lot. So that means
Die wieder.
only 6 seconds, Reinhardt will be at full HP. He was at 0. And then you wouldn't have to keep firing shots. Like, you wouldn't have to keep looking this way. And you can turn around with the opportunity you have and try to deal with the Tracer who is behind you.
You're going to be okay.
And, oh yeah, the Fair is still behind, which is pretty... Okay, never mind. Fair. Widow just got her.
Take your medicine. Going to hurt.
Okay. Small tip there. You could have saved him by aiming onto him faster. Well, I mean, like, that's sort of like mechanics. But one trick you can do is shoot first, like, and then throw your nade. And like the animation for throwing your nade would cancel like the wind down of your unscoped shot, and then instantly throw a nade. So like to cancel the animation of your like, I guess the recoil.
Going to hurt. The objective is under.
Where did the Reaper go?
Going to hurt.
Okay. I don't know if you have voice chat turned off or if just no one in gold uses a mic, but even if no one uses even if no one uses a mic in gold, you should still try to like calm. Because calming is so important in this game when there's like no minimap and just kill feed to work off of. Comms are incredibly important. If you want to climb seriously, definitely consider start using voice. Because right here you would calm to your team that Reaper just wraithed into your back building. Your back orange building. And that's really important because he's now in your flank. If you guys aren't looking, he's going to do what he did to that Bastion again. Except to a different member of your team. And there's a Tracer and Reaper. Since no one's dealing with them, I don't know where your Widow is. They got in your Zenyatta. Your Zenyatta should not be going to deal with Tracers. Or, your Zenyatta should not be dealing with flankers alone. You have to burn Trank here, which is a really big ult. Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. Yeah, your team just all died simultaneously. That's the worst feeling when you're looking at someone as they die, as a healer. Alright, what could have done differently then? Let's see. Alright, your Reinhardt should have been backing up, but like, once again, no comms. He didn't know there was no one behind him. Because even with the shield up, you don't have a lot of you behind you. Yeah, right here you guys are just, after the double pulse bomb, it's over. I mean,
Old soldiers are hard to kill. Nano boost is ready to deploy.
Soldier 76, reporting for duty.
They're taking our point. Everyone
Objective
work together.
lost. New defense point.
Okay.
Objective B.
Together.
Deploy.
this in gold is a very, like,
Nano boost is ready
guess-
to deploy.
well, yeah, okay, this is a very,
Reporting for duty.
very big mistake people know, lower
They're
skill,
taking our point.
not
Everyone
meaning
work
defensive,
together.
sorry. So like,
New defense point.
this is a mistake a lot of newer players make, and it's really actually really costly. Okay, so your what's that? Your Zenyatta? Okay, your Zenyatta in May
Soldier 76, reporting.
wants to go contest a point that's clearly like, there's no way they're gonna reach the. There's no way they're gonna contest, and even if 2 people, they'll just get focused down anyways. So they should not be like going towards the enemy team. Like your Reinhardt is waiting here, and he's he's telling them to stay here.
They're taking our point.
Like,
Everyone work together.
lost.
if you die,
New
like they die right
defense
there,
point.
that's really bad. That's a 10-second one. That's a 10-second CD, or not CD, respawn time, and the enemy team's running a Lucio. So what they should do, they're just gonna speed boost onto your point. It's a 6v5. Actually, it might be a 6v4 if your maid dies.
Damn it.
It's gonna be a 6v4. You guys are just gonna straight up lose the point.
Go.
It's gonna
I'll
be an
keep you
easy
here.
wipe.
Nano boost is ready. Get in there, and I'll hit you.
I mean, you can't really. It's hard to control what other people do, but. Alright. So you just pinged you have your boost to Reinhardt. I think you're trying to tell him that you're gonna use it on him.
You're powered up. Get in
So
there.
that's good communication. Okay.
Up. Get in there.
Okay, you hear a Pharaoh ulting you. You need to react faster. I don't really know what other way to put it, but like you hear her voice line for almost a second before you start turning, and then Pharaohs will always be in the air, so you gotta look up. Instead of just turning to the right, you gotta bring your crosshair up more. There. She wasn't even going for you at the start, so if you sort of like if you turned faster, like
Thank you, my friend.
and slept there, you would have lived.
You're covered.
Like the thing about playing goes at a high level is that you gotta stay alive. Because if you're alive, you can keep everyone else alive, and you'll just win. Even if you have potato teammates who can't aim, you will win because you guys don't die. All right, I wanna go back and talk about that nade. So I don't want to leave it. I don't want to ignore it. All right, it was a bit of this. Oh yeah, right there. That's a waste of a nade. And one of the big things to consider is that her cooldowns on her sleep and her nade are really long. Her nade has a 10-second cooldown, and her sleep has 12 seconds. So you definitely do not have as much room for error to waste as you might have on a lot of heroes. Throwing at a Reinhardt shield won't do anything, to be honest. Reinhardt shield will block all the effects, and it only does 60 damage. Not that worth. When you could rather be using it on this Tracer for 100 damage, and she's healing debuff, and so she's gonna have to force to rewind, but she ends up taking care of herself for you. Okay. Good. Another good thing about the good Ana players will know when they should be healing or damaging. Right here, you have a critically hurt soldier, and you have a Lucio who is out of position, has Discord on him, like he's way out of position, but he has Discord on him, and he just used Sound Barrier, so he has a shield. So in that case, I would be healing the soldier because you need his damage, and he probably has ult or is close to it, and so you really want to keep him alive for that. But like once I see him drop his healing field, then I'd feel more comfortable to switch targets to Lucio. All right, right there I would nade, like right here. After what I cooked some. Right here I would nade because he has Discord on him, so he would take 130 damage from your nade. That's a lot. And it would stop him from like healing himself with his passive heals. And like, might as well kill him since he's so out of position. You just saw Reinhardt. What did you sleep on? Okay. Um, you you shouldn't use sleep there. I think I probably would have made the same mistake because you just want to catch him and because he's jumping around in your face. But honestly, you just got to save the sleep because you saw the Reinhardt. The Reinhardt charging your team on the right is the bigger threat, and that's who you should have slept. And what happens is that he ends up overshadowing your whole team. Oh man, please need that. Let's go back. Right here. Perfect nade. This would have been Gachi, Craigasm, PogChamp. If you get both your tanks, they have like 2 HP. You should have naded instantly, dude. Urgency in the situation, dude. People are you're fair, people are attacking. You gotta keep them alive, whatever it takes. You gotta fill them up. You gotta put them at full HP as fast as possible. Right here, you just Ana positioning is a lot more complex because to heal people, you have to have line of sight. Like I said, you're trying to heal your Reinhardt, but you walk behind your Mei, so you don't heal him anymore. That's just stuff you gotta be aware of. Okay. Nice, another good sleep. I think he's at full HP. There's not really a lot of, there's no way you could have insta-gibbed him before you raid down. Because Nate does 100. You have 180. Nate plus a one shot from your rifle is 180. So yeah, you'd have to time it well with me. Right now you're... I think you're trying to shoot the tracer here, but right now you need to be healing your Mei. Especially since she has Discord on her.
You're powered up. Get in there.
Okay. 2 things here. About using your ult. Alright, one is that you heal your soldier, your team soldier. He uses attack visor. And so usually that's like a flag that says boost me, boost me. But you also want to consider like do like ult economy, because once you get in the higher level plays, it's about who can save their ults more and like still win, you know what I mean? Like still win fights. Because if you have ults left over, you can win the next fight and win the map. Okay, right here you choose to burst Roadhog. Not the best choice. First off, I don't think you need a boost anyways. Team's already running away. And one of the big things is that they trans, like the enemy team's trans. So if you do boost, you want to wait for the trans to expire before using your boost, because using boost into trans, it will cancel out. No one can do nothing much. And Roadhog, I would say, is only a good boost target when he's using his ult Roadhog. Other than when he's not using his ult, he doesn't do enough damage DPS. Because he has a slow rate of fire, and every 4 shots he has to reload.
I will keep you healed.
So it's better. Yeah, it's better to boost Reinhardt because he has more consistent damage with his hammer and doesn't really have to aim it.
Keep you healed.
Okay. You hear the tracer, like I can hear. She's to the right of you. She's coming from main. And I think you're looking for the Pharah here, but kind of need to you need to deal with the tracer. Like, okay, this is one thing I've noticed about your play. I'm sorry, I might be going a little off topic. It just feels very slow to me. And I don't know if it's because you're maybe it's because your sense is really low. Like you see every pro player has like extremely low sense, but they're still able to like move their they're still able to move their crosshair really fast when they need to. and as a support player, you have to be aware of your surroundings, because there's people you gotta heal, and people trying to kill you. So you gotta keep tabs on both. Oh, that's sick. It's like what I would have done is I would have been like you, looking for the Pharah. But once I hear the Tracer, I'd like whip around to check where she is before like going back to the Pharah if I decide that the Tracer is like not a real threat.
في الامتحان يكرم المرء
Okay.
أو يهان.
Looking at the kill feed, your Roadhog got the Pharah, and your mate got the Tracer, so it's really solid. It's 2 picks. I doubt the enemy team is gonna push. If they do, then you guys will just win because it's 4v6. Alright. You just saw a critical on the right. That means you need to heal him. I don't know how else to put it. Into your Roadhog, right? You really need to be healing your Roadhog. Because it's free ult charge. Like, Roadhog is one of the best. Roadhog goes well with Ana because Roadhog doesn't have any damage registration, so he takes all the damage. And he has a big health pool of 600. So he's basically a healing battery for Ana. Now that you let him die to Lucio, so it's like a lot of healing you missed out on. Pretty sure you could have gotten ult off of it. Wow. Okay. Yeah. It's understandable. You want to pressure the player, but your Zenyatta kind of went out of position. I don't think Pharah is that big of a deal. You have a Reinhardt shield. It is going. The Reinhardt shield is pretty weak. Like, you can see the cracks. So it has probably around 500 HP. But the bigger deal I think you need to be dealing with, and your Zenyatta try to, is that there's a Tracer and Lucio who could potentially flank you on your right side. Alright, you need to keep healing your Reinhardt here.
I've got you in my sights.
See, if you've been healing your Roadhog, like if you healed your Roadhog earlier, you could have used your boost on the Reinhardt, and maybe would have cleaned it up, but we won't know for sure. Schrodinger is right.
I will keep you here.
You want to push. You see your Reinhardt drop the ult, and then he charges. All right. You want to follow your Reinhardt like around the corner. Like, you don't necessarily want to like jump on the point with him, but you want to go around the corner so that you have line of sight to keep healing him. Because when he's charging, everyone's focus is going to be on him. You see the Reaper. Another thing about cooldown usage, I don't think he needed to use sleep there. He was already in the Blizzard. He was gonna Wraith out if he had it. If he didn't have it, he was gonna get frozen, and that's a free kill. You don't need to use sleep there.
It's going to be okay.
Grease is a better sleep. Better CC.
You're powered up. Get in there. You're covered. Heal up.
I think. Order of action right here. Alright. Mei on the left getting bodied. And then you have a Reinhardt and Soldier to the right of you. That, like, I think one of them tanked the pulse bomb. Alright, your Mei's dead. You couldn't really do anything because you didn't have line of sight. So you turn your attention. You turn your attention to the Reinhardt. Alright, so you see two people. You see two people who are critical, and it's Soldier and Reinhardt. And you make the right call of throwing the nade on Soldier because he's the priority target because he's a squishy, and Reinhardt's not gonna like die anytime soon because even though he's low, he has a full health shield. It looks like to hide behind. So right here, you should be topping off Soldier because even with the nade, he's not at full still.
Going to be okay.
Let's see, he's like at all. He's at like 3. Oh, he's halfway there. So you should have just hit him one more time and he would have been a full HP.
Get in there.
Okay. And then right here. Okay. As soon as you see the fair, you should have. Well, I guess you don't have sleep because you use it. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. You gotta save. You gotta be more considerate of your cooldowns, like, and try not to waste it on unnecessary stuff. Because let's assume you had sleep here. What you should do is in this situation you see where Fair is ulting from because you can just follow the bullets. You see her outline here, and you just follow her rockets. So what you should be doing here is just sleeping the Fair because she's attacking a full Reinhardt shield. That's gonna take at least 2 seconds to break down. Plenty for you to get a sleep off on her.
Get in there.
Oh, Uzenia just walked into that. Unlucky. Alright. Good boost on the Reinhardt. Keeps him alive. A lot of people underestimate the 50% damage reduction. Alright, you guys defend. Good work. Alright, right here is like dead time because they're waiting for the respawn. So what I would do is I would nade myself. Even though you have another healer on the team, nading yourself gives you ult charge. Other people healing you does not. Like, so you healing yourself gives you ult charge. You guys have a Fjord right now. Alright, one of the things I emphasized in my other VOD review is that you really should be checking the scoreboard more. I don't think I've seen you press tab once this game. Like, the scoreboard gives you the most information other than the kill feed. Because it literally tells you the composition of enemy team. Like, you can't hide anything because you can't hide like sneaky comps because of the scoreboard will just reveal everything. And so like after wiping, especially on 2C, like on every map after like winning a team fight, you want to check the scoreboard and see if they switch to any different heroes that you need to take account for. And also you wanna always be aware of what ults your team has. Okay. Alright. You see the enemy ugh, sorry dude, I just woke up. I sound like an idiot. You see the enemy's Zenyatta trance, and so your first instinct as Ana is that you want to nade something to nullify the trance, right? To counteract that ult. But the only person he's healing right now is Reaper, right? So yeah, you throw a nade at Reaper to get him debuffed. And that's perfect, okay. And then you have a tracer on you. I probably would have tried to sleep her right here. But she doesn't recall. Mistake. Yeah, I would have tried to sleep her. To stop her from like recalling the turns. And you just die, it was unlucky.
Round 1 complete.
Yeah, your team was all over the place. But we're not here to blame your
Score
team.
0-2. Switching sides.
Okay, so now you're on attack. Ana's definitely better on attack than defense. I think she was designed to be an attacking hero. Okay, so you first picked it, so everyone knows you're gonna play Ana. Diva's okay. She has a lot of health. I mean, all tanks do, but she has armor, so she'll stay alive more. Which I guess, if you need someone to heal, it should be Diva. But honestly, she's not a good boost. She's not a good boost target. Alright, Reinhardt solid. Zenyatta on attack with Ana, I don't think it's the best idea. Especially since like you have to get through the choke on most maps. Like Volskaya, there's a choke. Like right in front of the truck.
Reinhardt,
And you definitely need a loose shield to get through that
but you
quickly.
never do.
What's do I have?
Reinhardt,
Okay. You have a soldier he's an okay boost target with his ult, but like there's so much that can just deny his ult, like hiding behind a Reinhardt shield or like Diva. Defense Matrix or like May Ice Wall. So that's why you don't like if they're not prepared for it, boosted soldier ult can do a lot of work. But you're pumping 2 ults into something that can be easily countered, and then that's not good. You know what I mean? Alright, Reinhardt solid. Always goes well with Anna. And Fair. Yeah, I could see it work if they're not prepared for like with its game. But yeah, usually Fair is a bit harder to heal as Anna because you usually have to scope in.
Things may change, but you never do.
I try to tell people to like scope in as little as possible on Anna because you want to have more. Because keeping unscoped, it gives you no trail marker. Like your bullets have no tracer, so it's harder for the enemy to find you. And you can just be more aware of your surroundings and you move faster.
We are in harmony.
System check initiated. Green across
You're
the
going
board.
to be okay.
And ready for action.
Yeah, the only times you want to scope in is ammo if you're doing like some pretty long range healing, like really long range, or if you're like attacking an enemy Fair or enemy Fair Mercy. Okay, you see the Mercy. See the beam. Alright, they have a junk trap. This is where a Lucio is almost necessary because you need a Lucio to get through the junk red spam as fast as possible. Alright. Okay. So they have a Bastion. They have a Bastion, Junkrat, Bear, and Mercy. That's 4, right? Bastion, Junkrat.
I've come back.
4 people like copying on. This is when you should be pressing tab, dude. Check the scoreboard, see what comp they're running. Alright, they have a Zarya. That's their 5th. Who's their 6th? They have a Reinhardt. Dude, information is power, man. You gotta figure out what they're running.
This will only hurt for a minute.
Oh yeah, it is Reinhardt.
Get back in the fight.
Okay. Your team actually has a pretty good comp because D.Va can just absorb all the damage from Bastion for 4 seconds. Shit done. This is a pretty weird attack.
Back in.
You guys just sort of just bleeding into their face and they kind of let it. I don't know why.
Get back in the fight.
Here's Zenyatta's picking up his Bastion. Alright, you see your Reinhardt alone on point. You're trying to make your way over to him. Good. He should not be charging away from you guys. Alright. You're not really doing anything. Like, there's a lot of stuff you could be doing, but you're not really doing. Like, you could either be healing your soldier, like popping him off, healing your Zen, or shooting at the Fair Mercy.
Watching your back.
Alright. Good choice not to boost a D.Va. Because she would have wasted it with her ult. Her ult just literally cancels your ult. Alright, it looks like you have this point. You got 2 picks. Mercy doesn't res. Wow, okay. So that's a waste it all from Soldier.
I will boost you.
Down the objective. Rally to me.
All the economy ways. You gotta learn to save ults.
Objective A captured. Commence attack on objective B.
Alright. This. You just need to be more accurate, dude. I don't know how else to put it. Let's see.
Objective A captured. Commence attack on objective B.
Right here, you'd be healing your Fair. She'll be at half, and then you would switch to your Reinhardt getting shot up. Yeah.
Огонь по готовности.
I wouldn't separate yourself from team. I know there's a Fair and there's a hide. You want to hide, but if you scope it in, you can pressure Fair. She's not a full HP. You might be able to kill her in 2 shots because each shot does 80. Fair has 200 HP. All right, wasted sleep there.
Огонь по готовности.
That's a wasted sleep. It's very, very very unlikely you would have hit that sleep. Like, even I wouldn't, probably. I guarantee I wouldn't have hit it 9 out of 10 times.
Experience tranquility.
Alright, so you're looking for the fair now? Alright. She's far away enough, she's probably going to your spawn camp, but she's just too far away for you to do anything about it. Like, you walking over there, it's just not worth it. So yeah, you guys are doing the smart thing, which is like, if she's gonna go all the way away from your team, then you guys are just gonna push point for 6v5. But you guys don't execute it fast enough because you have Zenyatta and not Lucio. She ends up coming back and just ulting your team.
Get in there.
You should have naded your Reinhardt's alone on point. This is a good nade because you know he's gonna be taking a lot of damage, even though even though he's boosted. Like, actually, because he's boosted, he's gonna be taking a lot of damage, and he's the only one on point. So yeah, you just gotta leave your 3 people here to deal with the fair. Leave your 3 people here to deal with fair, and you just gotta turn your attention to the 2 tanks who you have to keep alive, Santa. Alright, that was an okay attempt, honestly.
Restoring your health.
Tactical visor activated.
Well, Mercy doesn't have res, you guys know that. She just used it. Alright, good kill on the Mercy. Alright. Don't hit Zarya's shields. I know you want to kill everyone and wipe everyone as fast as possible, but still. Get in the habit of not hitting Zarya's shields. If you can deny Zarya of getting charged, she'll actually do like no damage. She'll have like a tickle blaster. And she'll just be so useless aside from because she's not doing a lot of damage, she can't charge her ult really quick. And her ult is probably the most important part of Zarya's kit. Alright, so solid attack, dude.
Score 2-2. Switch.
Defense.
Prepare your defenses.
You guys just running the same comp.
Never stop fighting for what you believe in.
Your mother would have been proud of you.
He didn't know my mother very well.
Get back
And
in
skip
the
setup. Okay, I saw you guys have a Mercy in the orange checks.
Defend the objective.
Yep. Alright, from the
Up here.
voice line, yep,
Defend the
it's Mercy.
objective.
Alright. And Mercy, not a fan of. Because they both like do the most burst.
Group up with me.
Like, they're the first and second best burst healers in the game.
Plan.
4
So they're gonna be competing with each other. Like, you and Mercy are gonna be competing for heals, which,
is incoming.
unless you guys can coordinate, like Mercy would just stand damage boost for the first minute of the game.
Don't worry, my
You
friend.
guys are both gonna end up getting your ult slower than normal.
أنا هاخد بالي منك.
So yeah, if you want to do Ana Mercy, Ana ult, first Ana ult is more important than Mercy res, so what your Mercy should be doing is damage boosting while you heal everyone. She should only heal like save heal, like emergency.
We all got it coming.
Alright, I think your logic in this fight is that since you have a Mercy to heal everyone, you can focus more on damage. But even so, Ana is not a very good DPS character. Like, it's medium difficulty to hit shots from this range.
We all
And you need to remember to lead shots, because when you're hip firing, it's a projectile weapon. Right here, your crosshairs sort of like on or behind me, too.
we all got it coming.
It's just something fine. Alright, your Reinhardt just holds like solid work by him. Okay.
I'll keep you here.
Not a waste nade because nothing's gonna happen. You already wiped their team. But don't use nade on Reinhardt's shield. Please, for the love of God.
Get back in the fight.
30 seconds remaining.
Time's running out. Put our backs into it.
Alright, right here you're pressuring the Fire Mercy, which is smart. Okay. That's not a good nade. That's sort of like that was like a flick nade. Like a panic nade, it felt like.
Target.
The objective is under attack.
10 seconds.
Like you knew Mercy was at 40 HP. It would only have taken one shot, just to scope in.
Is under attack.
seconds
Just
remaining.
a little longer. Keep up our defense.
10 seconds
Just
remaining.
a little longer.
Alright, right here. Reinhardt's back is 2. This would have been a good time to nade. But the Mercer's already dead. I don't think there's anyone gonna be healing. And you have a Reaper, like, your Reaper's like right directly to the left. And that's big priority because he can almost 2-shot you from that range.
Keep up our defense.
And what? End up nading him. You end up nading him for it, I think, and it hits him from the back.
Tactical function.
Alright.
Longer. Keep up our defense.
So yeah, you should probably try to sleep the Reinhardt.
Just a little
If your team doesn't want to, your team's making the decision here to just ignore the Reaper and kill his other teams first. So you should like sort of this is another thing. I'm just like, you should just try to like increase the speed of your game. Like, let me think of a way to explain this. Increasing the speed of your game. I'm assuming you've played or like watched soccer. One of the things you notice from like kiddie soccer, or not even kiddies, like from like middle school soccer to like college or even professional soccer, is that just the pace of the game feels a lot faster. Why? Because people are making faster passes, people are running faster, people are generally doing more on the field rather than just waiting around for a pass just to dribble it and then shoot it from like 20 meters out. So in Overwatch, by like increasing the speed of which you play, what I mean by that is like by doing more actions, I guess doing more actions per minute. So like what I would have done here is I would have gone for a flick sleep on the Reaper before focusing my attention back onto this fair Reinhardt, and then I would have instantly naded while trying to heal the person at the very back. Like you see the person who's critical, but if I can't do that, then I'll just heal the Reinhardt, because Farah and Reinhardt are looking right at him, and the Tracer's shooting at him in behind. Like honestly, let me see if I'll do it at the end.
Tactical function.
I was gonna like look at one of my VODs,
You're powered up. Get
try to
in
explain
there.
what I meant. Alright, good cleanup. Good boost on the Reinhardt. Let's clean up the point.
Armor up.
I think you guys have this.
Time for secret.
Oh. Yeah, it's a good defense, man.
Complete. Score.
Never stop fighting for what you believe in.
Alright, so your Reinhardt just said just go for the spot directly, so I guess what he's trying to say is that he just wants a fast push. But he doesn't really say like where, like should you go left or right. I'm just gonna skip. I'm gonna skip setup, dude. Sorry. Setup phase is just boring.
Capture objective A.
I've seen worse. We're going to
Okay, no one followed you, Reinhardt. You know they have a Mei.
this will help.
Wow, he's on point by himself. No one's looking at him yet. No one's looking at you, Reinhardt. He's our healer. Wow, that's so unlucky. Wow. That's really unlucky. Surprised he even get pinned there.
I'm taking the objective.
Alright, you Reinhardt? I mean,
I wasn't cut out for retirement anyway.
not really a lot to say there about that fight, honestly. Reinhardt just like charged in by himself, and the enemy team didn't like single him out or anything. They didn't even turn around. Like what the enemy team should have done, they should have just collapsed on the Reinhardt because he was all alone, and then instantly kill him. And then you guys have no shield. Okay, so I guess that's the end of the VOD. I guess general comments. I have to say are I'll just go like an overview. Conserve cooldowns. Like try to get the most out of your abilities. Like on your sleep and nade, you don't want to waste them because they have long cooldowns. remember your heal priorities. Like you gotta start thinking about like who's more important to like when two people are hurt, you gotta think about who's more important to heal. Um, Stay unscoped as much as possible, which you did a pretty good job of doing in this fun. I didn't really feel like you were staying in scope too long. Mm, oh yeah, check your scoreboard. I don't know if it's like a UI bug or something, but I don't even think I saw the scoreboard once this game. Check the scoreboard. It gives you so much information that you have to have a support. It gives you your teammates' ult, like if they have it or not, and like the enemy's comp, like straight up the enemy's comp, no guessing. You know what their comp is, even the moment they switch. Yeah. And then the last thing about just speeding up your game, I don't know if it's because it feels like you have a really low sensitivity, and it seems like it might be really hard to like do quick 180s. But if you're playing on like a CS:GO, like if you're playing on a sensitivity that you use for like Counter Strike, I would consider increasing it just by a touch, because Overwatch is a much faster paced game, and yeah, aiming is really important. But in Overwatch, you gotta do like, yeah, precision aiming is really important. But in Overwatch, you gotta do a lot more 180s than you have to do in CS:GO. And I was gonna try to find an example. Um, Let me look at one of my VODs. Alright, this is one of my gameplay from a tournament.
They're chasing you? They're chasing you?
This is like what, about a month ago. So yeah, I wasn't really good at Ana.
I'm good. I'm good. Okay. Okay.
Alright, we're gonna find like a spot where we team fight.
Come to me, Cart. I need help. Come to me. John's low. He needs help.
I got him with the bow.
Alright, it's gonna take too long. I want to keep this short. So yeah, anyways, yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for posting your VOD. I'm also gonna do more stuff like this, and definitely if you have any feedback, I'm still pretty new to this. I think this is like my second one I made. Please tell me what I could do better, or if you thought like maybe I was sounding like a cocky bitch during some of my comments, or if I was like, or if you need me to go, or if I started like that and I sound like a fool and you didn't catch something I said, or you need me to go in more in depth, dude, just please contact me, man. I will answer your questions. Alright, yep. So that's it for this VOD review. Yep, thanks a lot.